sadly, a big tragedy that occurred in Odisha as far as the collision of three trains is concerned, because we are getting the visuals. This aerial view in itself tells how tragic the accident was, because here you can see how badly scattered all the bogies are, mangled, badly shattered. And if I have to count, starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least in 9 to 10 pieces that train was divided into when it derailed from the railway track and got scattered till so far that it has of course become also a task for all the teams to conduct the rescue operations. Now remember, it happened when Coromandel Express was of course running at a high speed. It first derailed, and later on the other train, the Howrah Express, which was coming in from the other side, it got collided with the derailed coaches and also hit a goods train that was parked aside. So this is how the collision happened as per the initial reports, and the gravity of the accident is itself visible in the kind of visuals that we can see, wherein over 230 people have lost their lives and over 900 people are currently receiving treatment in the hospitals. But for the meantime, let me go across to my guest who is joining us. Sudhanshu Mani is joining us, who is a retired general manager of Indian Railways. Sir, good morning. First of all, your thoughts, because that's a tragic accident that has occurred in Odisha. 3 trains collided, and now all eyes are on what exactly was the reason behind this accident.
Okay, so let's examine the accident based on the knowledge we still have. Full details are not there. See, the Bangalore-Kolkata train was coming on one line, and at this wayside station, which is in Odisha, jurisdiction of Southeastern Railway, it derailed, apparently on the straight line. And within seconds, from the other side, Kolkata to Chennai, Coromandel Express came and hit it. Obviously, at that speed, the collision, it's not really a collision, you would call it a side collision. The impact was great, and many coaches capsized and mangled, and they also hit a third train, which was standing on the loop line. So it's quite a matter of circumstances. The culprit here seems to be the first train which derailed. Now, why it derailed? Apparently, it doesn't look like any driver's fault, but it is too early to conjecture a guess. There was some reason for which the train derailed. Had it simply derailed and another train not come from the other side, the damage would have been much less. With LHB coaches, these coaches which derailed would not have capsized also. They are safe against that. But as circumstances had, another train within seconds, as I've learned, came from the other side. And it was tragic that it happened in these circumstances. And the cause of this accident will have to be determined through this inquiry. It is primarily, as I said, because the first train derailed for some reason. Whether the Coromandel Express driver had enough reaction time to brake the train, I don't think so, based on the information I have. He had only seconds to react, and I don't think any responsibility lies there.
But also, Mr. Mani, because we are still, of course, awaiting an official statement over the reason behind the accident. Of course, apprehensions are there. One being that there could be a fault as far as the track is concerned, which led to the derailment of the train.
So, as I said, based on the information I have, that is mainly from news reports, it doesn't look like the fault of a driver from either train. Now, why the train derailed? Apparently, again, not on a point, but on a straight track, would prima facie point to some defect in the track, but it is too early to make a judgment there. And I think as time goes by, first, as you would know, of course, The first priority is to do the rescue effort, and then the inquiry would reveal as to what was the reason for the first train to derail.
But also when it comes to such an accident, and of course one reason could be that the tracks could be faulty. However, as I said, no official confirmation yet over the same. But in such cases, possibly, Mr. Mani, what preventive measures can be taken, and how such accidents can be prevented from happening?
You see, this single accident has so many lives have been lost. So it is skewing the statistics quite a bit. It is not the time to talk about statistics, but nevertheless, we must note that the record of railway safety has improved over the years, primarily due to two reasons. We don't have level crossing accidents anymore because either we have converted them to manned level crossings or grade separation between road and track. And massive investment has gone into track improvement. These two things alone have seen to it that the number of accidents has declined substantially. It is unfortunate that one single accident, circumstances were such that the fatalities are going to be very high, and it would show as a bad performance in terms of comparison over the years. But by and large, the safety performance has improved. Measures to be taken are many. Signaling improvement through Kavach, some more improvement of track, and there are other measures as well in case of coaching stock also. But the coaches involved here, the LHB coaches, are quite safe against collision and derailment. But in case of such collision, where the impact itself saw to it that train would climb, the coaches would climb each other and so on. It's one of those instances where the coach design could not have really prevented it. So, based on what they find in the inquiry, I'm sure there'll be other measures which would be proposed. But we have to wait for the results of the inquiry.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Mani, for joining in. So this is what